Hey RATBAGGERS, it's Jade back today with another Dawn Defiance update. First look, the game has had a series of little small updates adding quality of life and some improvements from its launch, but today adds some big significant changes. Also a brand new enemy type. We're going to take a look at the skeleton enemies soon, and it looks like they've revamped a lot of how enemies work. Basically there's going to be more of them roaming around, hopefully making the game a little bit more, I guess, action packed, as it can be quite lifeless at times. So it's good that they've added more enemies, they're going to roam more as well. We'll go over the patch notes, but let's take a look at the new buildings, which allow you to craft from storage pretty much and store things very well. So what we need is the town centre. It costs 200 lumber, 50 copper ingots and 400 stone, so pretty expensive. In fact, easily one of the most expensive things in the game. Then you've got the town chest. A chest with extra storage accessible from anywhere in a town radius. 15 dark wood, 5 leather and 10 rope. Oh, it's a chunky boy as well. So I guess the idea would be you'd maybe make like a courtyard if you really wanted this to have maximum effect and place it in like the middle of your base. But we'll see what we can do with it just nearby. Let's go ahead and put a few chests down as well. Okay, did not mean that one there. So let's go ahead and just chuck some stuff in. And pretty much it should mean that you can just go ahead and start crafting stuff with that all in the chest. So yeah, it's working. I've got 15 dark wood in here, and if we go and look at my alchemy station, you can see 15 dark wood if I want to make the poison arrows. So that's a really good move actually. So it might take a while to get all them resources to upgrade, especially the dark wood, but it does mean you can now craft from storage, which is going to be music to people's ears. But this will only work if you've also got the town centre as well. So if I get rid of the town centre, then does that stop the chest from working, or since we've already placed it? So we've still got the stuff in there. It does, it stops it working, so you do have to have the centre, and if something happens to it, then you're going to lose the ability to pretty much craft. I kind of like that, giving another reason to make a bit more of a base in a building. Now, 100 metre radius. What is 100 metres in this game? I've got to imagine it's quite big. People have been building like huge palaces and stuff, so let's go and put it like there. I mean, that's quite a big distance. I'll be surprised if this works, but we'll have a look. Yeah, it does. Okay, that's a pretty chunky space. Imagine having a base that size. You've got your crafting chest downstairs, like with all the special new gearing. Your crafting benches on one level. That's how far you can go ahead and craft. That is a huge distance. GG, very, very good. Kind of expected in a lot of games, but you'd be surprised how many survival games actually don't ever get around to doing craft from storage. And if you don't really want to incorporate this as part of your build because you've already built something pretty cool, well, you know now that you can pretty much just put it to the side somewhere and it's still going to do the job. Now, one thing that has changed apparently as well is certain resource locations. They've added more resource nodes, and I think I can spot some right here. But it does mean they've slightly changed some of them maybe, or they might not be where you come to expect them. Because I definitely don't remember clay being like here that much in these big mounds. Maybe I'm tripping. The other thing as well with the chests is that you will be able to go ahead and build from them as well. So again, another great reason. So yeah, really cool stuff. So there is a new mace in the game, but we might have to actually go and find the recipe for it. No, it's here. So maybe the recipe for it does need to be found somewhere else, but let's go ahead and craft it. There we go. 100% critical hit attack. Yeah, we'll have that. Copper ingots, leather strips, and some resin. Yeah, it's pretty badass. Right, let's go and find these skeletons. So we've got good old silver chunky boys that apparently can spot me from absolute miles away. Okay, that was not the dodge button. Whoa! Where did they come from? Ow! Okay, there's quite a few of them here. Okay, they're pretty slow, but definitely deadly. Yeah, this is more like it. If you're of a certain age, Jason and the Argonauts is a classic, and just bony enemies in general in any kind of game like this feels like it belongs. That guy's about to kill me, so I'm trying to get out of here, especially as I've got no potions. Okay, pretty solid. I don't mind that, just something a bit more to add up the variety, because there really isn't much in the desert other than the actual golems. And they'll just be roaming around, although that one definitely seemed like it just teleported in front of me. Got a feeling I can't use these portals while I'm being chased by an enemy. Oh! So they've added more enemy camps to the world, added new path roaming formations for random enemy encounters. They've updated the wood for the darkwood ambrosia trees. And yeah, they have changed the look of things like copper, silver and clay. Glide animations improved with various weapons. Hardfall adapted into downward strike. Using attack while glide now triggers an aerial attack animation. Changes included for sword, spear and club. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that one. Let's see if I can get these bunnies. Come here, little bunny. Oh, maybe not. They've changed some of the mastery quests to include some of the economy related updates. Also, they've made hardwood becoming more valuable resource than darkwood. Big changes to melee attack anyway, with spacing, timing, pushback added, facing a target and damage tuning. Animation tweaks to combat flinches, golem, spear use. Added distant lost and soldier banter and chatter audio. Added additional fauna spawners and adjusted placements. Various improvements to AI systems including boar, wolf, soldier, golem and the lost. You can now descend during glide if you just crouch. Controllers have been updated to have that as well. And you've got now the option to hold to sprint function, but you might have to go and re-trigger it to toggle if you prefer the toggle method. That's what I had to do. You now gather faster when holding interactive harvesting and running between source nodes. Controllers working better now with a D-pad. Cancelling a bow shot no longer cancels camera zoom. Grindstone appearance has been updated for better messaging. And minor map changes such as additional trees, rocks, reeds, etc. And a bunch of fixes. Time's not been displayed properly. Durability issue when using the forge. Issue where stamina regen could break when gliding in water. Fixed an issue where it could get stuck between rocks running out of stamina while gliding above them. Several issues causing enemy and fauna to spawn inside rocks, although a few known issues persist. And some audio looping stuff. And lastly, a disclaimer for players who like to experiment with the console, since we do not officially support use of console commands with disabled console accessibility by default. Now, I did mess around with them a little while ago, but then they went and added pretty much creative mode, no build cost, as well as no craft cost. And you can activate that for your world anytime. So there's not much more reason, I guess, to have it. Yeah, I don't mind that as much. All in all, good little update. It's saying here you could maybe start a fresh playthrough to get all the experiences, but I don't know, I still don't think this is probably a good enough reason to restart just yet. A lot of the improvements you'll be able to go and add. I know players are eager for new content, and that's the big one that players really want to see, like an actual new map to go and explore, or the actual portion that's locked off. I guess we're going to get news of some of that at least very soon, because on December the 4th they've got their roadmap they're revealing. So I'll be here then, I'll give a lowdown either in my survival show or an individual one, and we'll go through what they've got planned for 2025. But all in all, good little update. Remember, early access isn't just about servicing players that have already bought your game, as mad as that might seem. Early access is to really nail down the experience for everyone, and that includes newer players that are going to buy the game as well. So some of these changes don't always resonate with players that have already hoarded and built up and explored everywhere, and some games can manage to add new content like Valheim and stuff, but we all know how long it's taken to get them kind of updates out. Then you've got other games like Abiotic Factor and stuff that have managed to get content out. The fact is, some of them games have had a lot more time spent and put into them, and they've got much bigger teams. So this little update on top of the other quality life stuff they added recently, I think it's a good little direction to go. So, as I said, I'll keep you guys up to date in any more survival show news. Or like I said, if I think it's chunky enough to show you stuff, I'll do a separate video just on the roadmap. So until then, I'll see you ratbags later.